welcome back to my channel, and today we are reacting to the final episode of season 1 of Velma. I have to say, I'm really sad that the show is ending just because I've been enjoying reacting to it with you guys. And at the expense of you guys coming for me in the comments, I have to say, steadily over time, I have grown to kind of enjoy this show. Like, it has problems. I still don't like how they make fun of a lot of different kinds of people in the show. I don't like that they over-rely on meta humor and that everyone in the show is super mean. But the mystery and then some of the silliness and the character work and honestly the voice acting is pretty solid, is kind of winning me over just a little bit. It's at least really fun to hate watch. It's not like it's torturous like it was in the beginning of the season, for me at least. So I'm actually really looking forward to this final episode because I want to know where this story goes. Who's behind all these killings? What is this mystery coming to? I just hope that we get a really good final episode that we can all look back and go, maybe the show wasn't that bad. At least that's what I'm hoping for. So let's see. But before we get into the video, if you can give this video a like, it really helps the algorithm know that you like this video and it shares it with more people. Also, please just like it because I reacted to all 10 episodes of this season for you guys and only you guys. So please just give me a like for the whole series. Also, make sure you subscribe for more reaction videos. I will be reacting to Puss in Boots next week, as well as the Little Mermaid trailer. Also, let me know in the comments what else you want me to react to. I've got plenty more coming, and I will be reacting to Velma Season 2. Now, let's get on to the video. Up next. So the episode starts off with Velma's mother, Dia, being arrested after finding out that she, in fact, was the serial killer. Something that Velma does not look too happy about at all.
It turned out my mom wasn't kidnapped by the serial killer. Apparently, she was the serial killer. And yet, it got worse. Ah!
Oh god, that's awful. Oh, what does it say? When you learn your mom removes brains. Oh man, this face! Although they would do that. Memes are always like the worst face possible.
Reading Dr. Purdue's journals, I couldn't understand why my mom would recreate the work of a mad scientist.
So then we cut to the police cop moms hosting a police auction where they're trying to sell Dia's van, which we know will turn into the mystery van. I kind of like that we're seeing the origins of all this stuff.
Recently used by Dia Dinkley, one of America's only female serial killers. You can own a piece of her story.
And yet,
not that you can own a piece of her story. That's true. I feel like in this day and age, even if there was like a female serial killer, there would definitely be an angle that's like, oh, but female empowerment though.
Velma, there you are.
Norville, I'm sorry I accused your dad of being the serial killer. Norville, that's enough. Velma needs us.
Why are you still being so defensive of Velma, Daphne? She's been so, like, dismissive of your needs and just of you in general. You keep giving Velma the benefit of the doubt, but I don't think she deserves it.
I need is to kick your ass for kissing Fred.
Oh, wait, what? She got mad at Daphne for kissing Fred, but she doesn't really like Fred. What the heck? Also, good for Daphne for doing this. So then we cut to Velma talking to the two cop moms about Daphne punching her. And then Velma's like, can I go do your job now and go find out what's happening with my mom?
We need you to watch something.
So why'd you do it, doodad? Huh? Your choices on the lady confession form are revenge, jealousy, or you know how we get.
Those are her only options for the confession form. And one of the options is just, you know how we get. The show has some terrible stuff to say about women. All these stereotypes, my god.
Okay, I'll tell you. I did it because I wanted to put the brain of a popular girl into the head of my daughter, Velma. That hurt me. I don't even like Velma, and I'm hurt for her. Her mom disliked her so much that she wished her daughter, her own daughter, had a different brain, and she actively went out of her way to, like, literally try to figure out brain surgery. That's sad. Like, how annoying of a kid do you have to be?
What? But that makes even less sense.
If she's guilty, why did she lie about having amnesia?
Or try to frame me with Brenda and Krista's bodies.
Velma, we're struggling.
The cops are like, yeah, we don't know, because they don't know anything. But they're like, but Dia insists she did it. So now she's gonna have to be condemned to death freaking row. Death row! I mean, she is being accused of being a serial killer and killing quite a few people, minors at that. So I feel like in real life, that person probably would get death row, but dang, I didn't know they'd go there.
Death row?
Look, you didn't hear it from us.
But the only way Cogburns letting you anywhere near your mom's cell is if you get a
If you get arrested yourself? What? Wait, what? Okay, this show is twisty, okay? So the only way that Velma's gonna be able to talk to her mother is if she gets arrested herself? That's the only way. I get that it's a sitcom and sitcoms don't always have to play by real life rules, but this is not how the justice system works.
Fortunately, he's so worried about you talking to your mom. The only thing he'd arrest you for right now is murder.
Murder? So you're saying that Velma could just wreak havoc all around town, but the only thing she'll get arrested for is murder, and you're telling that to her face? Oh, she's about to take full advantage of that. So then we cut to Daphne talking to Fred's mom, after she just offered her a job, and she's explaining the lay of the land at this business.
Married into this company, I'm the one who built it from a small ascot shop into the multi-billion-dollar target of child labor lawsuits it is today.
God, Fred's parents are kind of terrible. Every time they open their mouth, they just reveal something even worse about themselves.
And I have impeccable taste. Like this, our newest fragrance.
Oh, I love that. What's it called? Smells like mommy.
They made a fragrance that says smells like mommy. In this twisted world, though, like our real world, I feel like that would sell really well.
Freddie doesn't listen to me, but yesterday you were able to coax him back to being popular. Regardless, if Fred has any hope of running this company one day, I need your help.
Oh, okay. So she just wants Daphne's help in keeping Fred under control, because she doesn't think that Fred's all that smart or capable of running the business. Okay.
I have to sort out some personal stuff with Velma first.
Oh, hey, this is a good business lesson to learn. Nobody cares.
Oh, that's kind of true, though. Corporations do not care about their employees. That is true. So then we cut to Velma banging on Fred's house like, hey, I need your help getting arrested so I can talk to my mom. But of course she gets a phone call from Norval, which she's not very happy about.
Ow.
Seems like Norval really has to talk to her.
Why are you raging out?
I'm raging out because my mom doesn't think I'm capable of running the family business.
You aren't, Fred. I love you, Fred. You've become my favorite character on this show, but you're not. Nothing I have seen from you so far says you're capable of running a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm sorry.
But she's wrong. Look how good I paint the company logo.
Kind of cute. I mean, I don't know what this has to do with like men's luxury and ascots, but it's something.
It's a flower. I painted those ones better.
You bought this van?
Oh, so Fred bought the van and he's the one that's decorating it. Why is that so cute to me? He drew all these little flowers on it. Is he gonna draw everything else? That's really cute. There is a season 2 of the show. I will be reacting to that, so make sure you subscribe. The next season should be very different because we'll actually have the mystery van. The gang will be formed. I'm very curious.
Why?
Because all cool fashion advertising for teens is just trashy, pedo-tinged sex stuff.
Okay, is this self-awareness? Because this show is, exactly what he just described, especially in the earlier episodes where I felt like there was nudity in almost every episode.
So maybe if I drive this thing around, I prove to my mom I'm not a joke.
Because nothing's trashier or more pedo-tinged than teens in an old van.
The thing is, though, this show is exactly what they're describing because they keep sexualizing teenagers and minors. So, I guess they're calling themselves out.
Wrong. It is a good idea. I can run the family business. Oh, wait, you just agreed with me. Sorry, I'm just sensitive from always being wrong about everything.
Oh, I feel like everyone has just been so mean to him and down to him and talked down to him that now he's like the only character in the show that actually has had an arc. Like he's gone from just being the typical popular guy, a jerk, whatever, but now he's like introspective, kind of a feminist, more complex and deep. Like Fred's had a real journey. So then Velma takes Fred to the police office so that she can demand to be arrested.
Don't care until your mom is removed from our custody and goes to death row. Not wanted.
Another creepy face. My God. Look at that.
But would you arrest her if someone like me said someone like her was bothering him?
Oh. So is Fred using his white privilege to get Velma arrested? That's a twist. That's a certain twist on the trope. I'll give them that.
Well, yeah, that would do it.
Oh, really? That easy? Look at her face. He used his white privilege to get someone arrested, and they're happy about it, and it worked. Okay, I'll admit this is pretty funny.
Norval, have you seen Velma?
Sorry, Daff, but I'm just too tired of Velma's bullshit to care where she is.
Oh, I'm impressed. Oh, Norval, I'm so happy for you. Stick with this gumption, man. Don't go back to her.
Norval never swears.
I know, I'm with you. I'm just like that guy. Oh, but Gigi. They kind of dropped the Gigi and Norval storyline in the last episode. I hope we get to see them reconnect. But then Daphne finds a geode in her locker, and there's a note inside.
My dearest daughter.
I almost died while finding this. I think it has something to do with the murders.
That's interesting, because I was also wondering about Daphne's parents. Like, we haven't seen them in a long time. I'm glad that they're bringing them back up again.
Please consider us even for the $10 I took from your locker?
They still stole from her. God, all these parents are terrible. Not only did she have to break into our locker, but steal money, because no one in the show can just be decent.
Be quick, your mom doesn't have much time before her sentencing.
Mom?
Velma?
I know you didn't really want to change my brain, right?
I did it because I wanted to put the brain of a popular girl into the head of my daughter.
And she just says that so straight out. What if she's also being piloted? Like, did someone put a new brain in her? Because look at her eyes. They look a little hypnotized, don't they? If not, this is cold.
But why?
I did it because I wanted to put the brain of a popular girl into the head of my daughter.
Yes, see? She is being hypnotized. I knew it. That would just be terrible if she actually felt that way and was just like matter of fact about it.
You keep saying the exact same thing.
When I try to say what actually happened, that's what comes out.
Yes! So we're going back to the whole hypnotizing thing, Operation Scooby. I think that's going to come back in this episode. So then Velma, of course, is like, hypnotized? I only thought that worked in 70s cartoons or 80s comedy clubs. But I guess because at comedy clubs, you snap. The cure is always snapping, because remember in the previous episode, if you snap, it breaks the hypnosis. So I think maybe she needs to snap Dia out of it, literally.
All right, time to go to death row. You failed, Velma.
Let me out of here. My mom was hypnotized, and the serial killer is still out there.
So Velma's now in jail because she wanted to be arrested, using Fred's white privilege to do so. But her mom is now gone and she's still in jail? Did Velma think through this plan? Because it wasn't very sound. Oh, it's
Daphne?
Daphne.
I'd rather you were the serial killer.
I have something that might help us find him.
A pocket watch?
Oh.
Wait, I remember that from somewhere.
Right? Another hallucination? Oh, she hasn't had an hallucination in a long time. I kind of thought those had stopped. So then she finds herself on a dirt road. I'm thinking maybe this is a memory. She's still inside her hallucination.
Wait, this is a memory of the night I started hallucinating 2 years ago. I'll never find my mom.
How was this 2 years ago? I feel like this version of Velma looks much younger than just 2 years. Like, this is at least maybe 5 years ago? Like, am I being nitpicky? But this looks like a much younger child.
Oh my god, I remember.
Oh, so the masked man was there that night. Oh, mystery intensified. So who is it, though?
That pocket watch belongs to the serial killer.
So then Velma explains that the reason she keeps having hallucinations is actually because she was hypnotized into having hallucinations whenever she tried to figure out what happened to her mom. This was the killer's way of getting her to not try to investigate what happened. So then Velma's like, Daphne, you shouldn't be touching that. That belonged to a serial killer.
And you're just like holding it in your hand.
Okay, is this a name?
Harry Meeting? Of course!
Oh, so General Harry Meeting was the guy that hired Edna Purdue. Remember the general? Okay, it's all tying together.
And he was a master of hypnosis. But wait, he's dead. I'm gonna see if this watch jogs any memories for the brains.
But first, I'm sorry about kissing Fred.
Don't you guys have to go? Like, your mom's literally being walked to death row right now. They always have these inappropriate, like, personal moments in the middle of actual danger. But in the middle of their kiss, Victoria, Fred's mom, calls Daphne again.
What? Fred was caught trying to lure teens into a van for trashy sex stuff? I'll be right there.
What?
I'm so sorry. I have to...
What? Fred tried to do what now? God, don't ruin Fred, please. It's the last episode. Don't ruin Fred.
Go. But here...
Perfume?
Victoria also wants to know if you like it and or get a terrible rash. Text me your thoughts.
Why do I feel like there's something in that perfume that's like not good for them, a part of the hypnosis or something? This perfume came out of nowhere and it's the second time we've seen it, so it has to be important.
Fred, tell your mom I'm getting in the car you sent right now.
Oh, what? Okay, so is Fred's dad part of this? I mean, he is like super evil, so that would make sense. But why is he going after Daphne? Is he as upset that she's a part of the company now? Like, Where is this going? Oh god, now we're back to them showering in the stall. I thought we left this behind.
Aren't you so over characters making dramatic entrances on TV shows?
I actually love dramatic entrances.
Velma?
Yeah, and before you...
Why is Velma naked? Seriously, why does Velma need to be naked?
Tell me you recognize this.
Where was that?
I do.
Yeah, where was that? That's a great question. She just gotta pull that out of nowhere, but she's naked. Where were you hiding that, Velma?
Now I have nothing, and my mom's going to the chair.
Which is exactly what you deserve, Velma. But you were given the best thing in the world, and every day you treated it like worthless garbage.
Oh, she's talking about Norville. Oh, Dee does care for Norville. I want them to end up together. I think they actually make a good couple. I'm rooting for them. And then she says that Norville plans on transferring schools because it's too hard for him to be around the person who betrayed him, which is Velma. First of all, that's very dramatic, but also very sad. I'm glad that Gigi is sticking up for him. And then Velma's like, no, that's impossible. He wouldn't leave me.
Norville would have told me if he was leaving school.
He did.
He left you a voicemail.
Just one of the thousands you never listened to.
I don't...
Oh, that's why Norville was trying to contact her earlier. That's sad. I mean, I know it can't be forever because Norville's not gonna leave. I don't believe he's actually leaving.
I don't have time for this. I have to save my mom.
And where did her phone come from?
That's a great question, thank you. Someone's asking the right questions. And also, why is everyone naked?
What's wrong, baby? 3.
Oh, that face. Jeez, everyone's got some crazy faces in this. Thank you for giving me thumbnail material.
I'm just wondering if I made the right decision to leave. Oh my god, I'm home!
Hogwarts? Is that what this is going? I would love to see like the mystery gang go to like a Hogwarts style school. That would be cool. So then we cut to Velma at her house trying to figure out what happened to her mother.
Norville, where are you when I need you?
Then she gets another reminder about one of Norville's voicemails. And finally, after I assume several hours later, she finally listens to the voicemail.
Fine.
Velma, it's Norville. I'm switching schools. See you in hell.
Damn it, Velma. Why didn't you ever listen to these?
Because you never listen to him.
Hey, Velma, it's...
Aww. So she's about to listen to all these voicemails and reminisce about the good times with Norville. Not this song. Not the I Will Remember You song from the really sad homeless puppy commercials. If you're an American, you know what I'm talking about. So we go through this whole montage of her listening to all these really cute voicemails from Norville, and she's like, oh, he's such a dork. He's so cute. Wish she'd realized that earlier.
Call me back. Hey, Velma. It's...
Oh, look at her eyes. Velma has been like some wild expressions in this episode. How many voicemails are there? Like they're still going through this montage and they're making it seem like she's doing this all day.
This is the first voicemail he ever left me.
Hey, Velma. It's Norville Rogers from Math. I just wanted to say, I'm sorry your mom got taken.
See, he's so nice. Why did it take you till just now to realize you had a good thing with Norville? Come on, make it up to him.
He even noticed these. Mom's frames are made by Jones Gentleman's Accessories?
Oh, is this the clue she needed? So it is Fred's dad. It is Fred's dad. It has to be. He's the only one that makes sense now.
Oh my god. Harry Meeting used Jones Gentleman's Accessories pocket watches for his hypnosis. That's it.
Oh, but look at this. Amon's reading a book that says wanted sons but got daughters. God, this is terrible.
Mom's innocent. It was my glasses. She left them as a clue for me to find.
But how are glasses a clue? Unless they solve the mystery of why a girl can't get a date, right? Sorry, I'm drunk. Please continue.
I'll explain.
Poor Sophie. Is she using alcohol to cope with her depressing marriage and life? That's sad. Honestly, I think she deserves better than Amon. At first, I didn't really care for Sophie, but she's grown on me. I like her too now. So then we cut to Velma and Amon at Fred's house later that night.
How did me believing that your mom was kidnapped stop them?
Because my hallucinations preyed on my insecurity that I'm a weirdo no one would believe. So you believing me counteracted that.
Okay, sure. I feel like these writers are making up the rules for the hallucinations on the spot because every episode there's been a new reason for Velma's hallucinations for one reason or another and why they've stopped for one reason or another. It's just at this point what's convenient for the plot.
And I'm falling off the wall.
Velma, are you okay? Because if not, we can definitely sue.
This is like a callback to the first episode because in the first episode, she was also sneaking in to Fred's house and she had to get over the wall and she fell in the bush. This happened in the first episode, but with her and Norville.
Fine, just go get the cops.
On it. But could you maybe fake an injury? The Joneses are a cash cow.
I don't blame him. If I fell on like a billionaire's lawn and broke something, you know how hard I'd milk that? So then Velma's like, okay, how do I sneak into this lab again? She looks at Dr. Edna Purdue's journal and see that there is a secret entrance inside the well. She goes down the well by herself because every time someone needs to go investigate a place that looks very obviously dangerous, they have to go by themselves in this show.
Hello, you've reached Norval Rogers. And if this is Velma, don't forget, you're a piece of...
Norville, look.
Oh, not even the voicemail being like, Velma, you're a piece of... like, oh wow, Norville's really taking this all out at once.
Look, I know you hate me, but in case I die tonight, I just wanted to say you'll always be my best friend. That's it. Bye. Love you.
Aw, that was actually kind of sweet. I wish she had done that so much sooner, though. That was actually kind of nice. But then, of course, a bunch of bats start flying up, and it causes Velma to fall. And she emerges from the water inside the Crystal Cove mine. She goes on a walk using Dr. Edna Purdue's journal to try to find the secret lab. Oh, it's a perfect heart. No! But at least we found them. But it looks like they're being prepped for their brains to be removed. Damn. Did she just give herself a concussion? She hit her head so hard her glasses went flying off of her face.
My glasses! I hope this doesn't keep happening.
That may be one of maybe 2 or 3 actual Scooby-Doo references in this show. There are very few actual connections to Scooby-Doo, but there's one. Oh, how did she do that? How did she sneak past them? You know what? Let's go with it.
Daphne, wake up!
And then Daphne's like, get me out of here. She's like, yeah, I'm trying, but I just have to figure out how.
Oh, that's it!
Excuse me. Wait, do you think seeing us fool around will give the serial killer a heart attack?
It's funny that even as she's strapped down at the murderous serial killer around the corner, she's like, you know what? We should totally fuck right now. Daphne's perpetually horny.
And now you die, Velma.
Then I guess I better smell good for Angela Lansbury!
And perfume. I told you the perfume would come into handy at some point. They kept setting this up too much. So then a bunch of bats fly in, because the bats are also a convenient plot device in this show. And they swarm around the serial killer, providing the perfect cover Velma needed to knock him over.
How did you know the perfume would do that? My shrill voice usually repels bats, so when they attacked me in the well, I knew it had to be the perfume driving them crazy.
That's why? Another self-drag for Velma. They have treated Velma so awfully as a character, not just by making her terribly unlikable, but also making it seem like everyone hates her. This is character assassination at its finest.
Get them off! Get them off!
Oh my god, they're attacking his crotch. Oh man, that's rough.
Wait, no, keep them on.
Velma, how did you know we were down here? Was Fred right about the government putting trackers in those vaccines?
Wait, did they just make another vaccine joke? Was Fred right about the government putting trackers in those vaccines? Oh boy, can we please not with the conspiracy theories? This is a little too close to life.
This all began when the serial killer tried to frame...
Can we just point out that the first episode feels like a million years ago? At least to me.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
We're just doing a recap of what happened in the first 2 episodes. We were there, we saw it.
The serial killer is...
Mother?
Oh, Victoria! And here I was thinking it was the dad. They got me. How did I not see this? I hate that this show outsmarted me. I really do. Yeah, I should have seen this coming. Who saw this coming? Let me know in the comments.
Victoria Jones? Formerly known as Victoria Meating, the daughter of General Harry Meating.
So then Fred's like, Mother, how could you? And then Velma explains the reason is because she wanted to swap Fred's brain for someone who's more capable, which makes me think that the real reason Victoria wanted Daphne was to put Daphne's brain. I think that was her plan.
I tried to encourage you, Freddie, but in the end, I couldn't let your incompetence ruin my life's work.
And of course, Fred is offended. He's like, how could you want to replace my brain, Mom?
Well, hold up. Am I not your special #1 little guy?
I tried.
And then poor Fred, his mom is like, I really tried, Fred. I really did, but you're just so incompetent. Just to his face. But then she says something interesting. She said that she couldn't let Fred ruin her life's work like her father, the general, ruined Project Scooby.
I thought Project Scooby failed because Dr. Perdue went insane trying to swap people's brains.
That's the public story. The truth is...
Ooh, we're finally getting to know the truth. Finally, this is it. So this is what Project Scooby actually was. That's really gruesome and dark. Dr. Edna Perdue. Oh. But then she continues to explain that her father tried to take all the credit away from Dr. Edna Perdue. And you see how he's meeting with all these really shady and sketchy political figures.
When Dr. Perdue found out, she undid the experiment, bricked up her lab, and hid her journals so her work couldn't be recreated.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay, in the original story, Dr. Edna Perdue went mad, and that's why she hid her stuff. So this version, the true version, is because she saw that the general was trying to copy her stuff, and she was worried that they would probably use it for wrong. At least that's what I'm guessing.
My father had her institutionalized. But Dr. Perdue didn't crack. And without the journals, my father couldn't reproduce her results.
Okay, this is actually getting interesting. I like how we're seeing the flashback from several episodes ago, but from a different perspective. It's nice. I actually think this story is interesting and kind of well written.
Project Scooby was shut down. No. And we lost everything.
Oh, that actually got me, though. That got me. So then Victoria explains, to save her family from financial ruin after the general left, she decided to marry Fred's dad and start their business together.
You love me, right?
Ooh. And after building Jones Gentleman's Accessories into a global brand, you couldn't stand to see it undone by your own son.
So all of this, all of the murders and all of the mysteries from this whole season stems from the fact that Fred is an incompetent man baby. That's what they're saying. All of this is because of Fred, technically.
So you decided to give him a better brain by buying this house and finding Dr. Perdue's journals.
But your mom...
This is cold. I'm sorry, but this is like, how much do you have to hate your own son to just want to swap out their brains? So then when Velma's mom showed up, Victoria had hypnotized her so that she wouldn't remember anything. By hypnotizing her, she made her rebuild the lab while she found the perfect brain to put in the mind of Fred. So all of this has been about her trying to find the perfect brain to put inside of Fred. And that's why all those girls were killed, because she wanted their brains for Fred. Yeah, Daphne's definitely in trouble because I know she's coming after her.
Okay, but why pick the brain of a hot popular girl?
Because I wanted someone like me.
Damn, I want that level of confidence. Daphne is like, why do they only go after hot girls? And then Victoria's like, because I wanted someone like me. That confidence, though.
But now I see the perfect brain for Fred is the one I tried hardest to keep away.
Velma. Oh, no. You're going to put Velma's brain in Fred? Velma?
William?
Oh, God, look at his eyes.
Oh, and she hypnotized her own husband. This is getting wild, guys. I'm actually enjoying this right now. And then she's like, I had no choice. He had figured it out, so he had to hypnotize her. I guess that's why he was looking so shady. It was another red herring. He probably knew what she was doing, and he actually has a problem with it. Wow, he wasn't the bad guy. I mean, he's still a bad guy, but he's not the bad guy. So then Velma wakes up on the operation table, strapped to the table.
Think this through. Once my brain isn't Fred, I'll just go to the police.
No, you won't, Velma. Who more than you would truly appreciate the advantages of being a handsome, rich, white man?
Advantages? You think we like being president of the United States 97% of the...
Oh, come on, shut up, Fred. Even look at freaking Daphne's face. It's like, girl, this is not the time. Look at her face.
You know what, Victoria? You're right. I am so in.
Wait, what? She wants her brain to be put into Fred's brain because she wants to feel the experience of being a privileged white guy? I mean, I understand. That would be nice, but she's gonna take out your brain.
I am so sick of rich guys like you, not only not realizing how much is handed to them, but still thinking they're the victims when they mess everything up because of their lazy entitlement and fragile egos.
Oh, I think she's trying to make him mad. She's trying to get Fred to, like, break out, maybe?
My ego is not fragile!
Yes. Fred.
That's what she's doing.
Stop!
So then Fred's dad tries to stop him from getting loose and knocks him to the ground. Fred punches him and gets the upper hand, though, and he's victorious in this very brief fight. Meanwhile, Victoria's trying to make a run for it.
You did this!
What now? What's going on? shoot the straps off. Just shoot the straps off. Sure, it's a cartoon. Anything can happen. Then Fred's like, I'm loving our new truth dynamic, guys. They're all like bonding over their shared trauma together. Then he's like, get out of here. I'll try to stop my mom. So then we cut to Victoria trying to run away, but Fred has caught up to her. I love that he's getting to stand up against his parents, though. This was a long time coming in a weird way.
Hello, Mother. Freddie, I'm sorry, but I have an excuse.
What excuse could you give your only son that you just hated them so much you were willing to kill multiple women just so you could find someone to replace your brain with? Like, that is like a deep level of hater. So then Velma and Daphne try to run back to the ropes that Velma fell down on, and Daphne's like, we're gonna have to climb.
I see. So I guess I just live down here now? What? Victoria?
Villains do not work like this. I mean, all these people must be amazing shooters if they can just pinpoint, like, with precise accuracy with these bullets.
She told me she's been possessed by the ghost of Dr. Edna Purdue.
That's not true. Her eyes, you can see if they're hypnotized by their eyes. Her eyes are not hypnotized.
It made so much sense when she told me. I accidentally dropped the gun and, well, here we are.
Oh, you little himbo. I love you. But you're dumb. I mean, I get why she would be a little concerned with Fred in charge of the company, but to go to these level of extremes is just crazy.
Velma, if this is the end, I need you to know that I love you.
Again, another emotional, sentimental moment in the middle of present danger. They gotta learn their time. There's a time and place for these things. Oh, but they finally get to kiss.
I love
That's
you
nice.
too, Norville.
What? Norville? No! She likes Norville? Oh, okay. Maybe in season 2 they will explore a Norville-Velma relationship, but I honestly think they're better off just, not even as friends, just separate. They should go their separate ways, really.
Velma! I got you!
Oh, but the Norville's here, coming to the rescue.
And I love you too!
Norville, watch out! I love you!
Okay. Physics, what are physics? What are guns? What are rules? Whatever. It's a cartoon.
Link kid.
Running to shoot these kids. Did she just get crushed?
Mother? Ghost?
This show's wild. Every second, I keep pausing because I have to talk and explain and react and whatever. Every time I press play again, there's like something else.
Oh my god, she's dead. Like really dead.
Just like that? Because one of the cave pieces fell? And they're like covered in her blood?
It's over. It's finally over.
He's throwing up in the background. Oh my god, she really is dead. Again, I can't show it, but imagine a bloody corpse impaled by a really huge rock. And this is what Victoria is.
It's true. I'd solve the case for
That
her.
was quick and easy.
But like all-
Oh, poor Norville is still, like, he cannot handle it. He just cannot. And Velma's face looks terrified.
Vermin Dorkly Day.
Vermin Dorkly, they're still gonna call her that? A lot of callbacks to the first episode, though.
We're not friends. Norville killed my mother. She tried to kill me first. Why? Because she was possessed by the ghost of your mother.
Fred, ghosts are not real. Huh, what a surprise.
Hey, we finally have all of them together, though. They went through hell and back, but at least they're all together, bickering and arguing. I really, really hope in season 2 they're not just arguing together the entire time. I hope we get some sort of, like, actual friendly dynamics between them in the second season. Because I like that they're all together now. I just wish they weren't always bickering. So then we cut to Velma and her mom, Dia, watching a horror show at home.
So it's a dark mystery origin story of Boo Boo Bear. TV got even better while you were kidnapped.
But she says it's a dark origin story for Ubu Bear, which I think might have been a Winnie the Pooh reference. I think they're talking about how they did a dark version of Scooby-Doo show. I think it's another meta reference.
And maybe shut the curtains.
Velma, did you change the locks again?
Really? Velma never changed. She didn't change at all. She's still trying to kick Sophie and the newborn baby and her father out just so she can spend time alone with her mom.
Oh!
Meanwhile, Norville's talking to his dad and he's like, I can't sleep, Dad. He's upset that he killed Fred's mom, which he didn't really do it. It was The Rock, not you.
Have you tried marijuana?
What?
Oh, so it's his dad that introduces him to marijuana? So is Norville finally gonna be a stoner in the next season? I really hope he is. So she's finally learning how to defend herself. Oh, but there's a note. And there's another mystery. I bet this is setting up for season 2, which again, I will be reacting to. Aww. And now Fred's at the cemetery giving a rose to his deceased mom because even though his mom was evil and terrible to him, it's still his mother. Oh, that's kind of sad.
Because little did we know, the real mystery was just starting.
Oh, but look, Fred Jones' Spooky Stuff Hunter. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's done. And I also think at the height of adorableness that Fred is the one that paints the van. Oh, she can finally take down her murder wall. That's nice. We've come full circle.
Here's everything I used to catch the serial killer, bring home my mom, and basically embarrass your entire force.
And then he's like, well, if you ever feel like becoming a real detective, you should give us a call.
You got a sharp brain.
Thank you.
Almost like a man.
And they ruin it. Wow, that was it. I mean, I actually really liked the mystery. I thought the final conclusion, the big fight between Victoria and everyone else was really fun. I didn't expect it to be Victoria, so that's a surprise. Let's see if there's an after credit scene. Yeah, there is. So we got the sheriff guy taking all of the evidence that Velma just dropped off. Let's see where he puts it. Okay.
No such thing as ghosts.
Okay.
Hello.
And we're about to get another ghost. No, not the sheriff. Oh, I don't care about the sheriff, but the sheriff got killed. So now we're starting off with another mystery that I'm sure they'll have to solve in season 2. Yeah, I have to say, overall, I kind of enjoyed this. Like I said in the beginning, it was fun and entertaining to watch. I can honestly say that I wasn't hating myself as I was watching this. Like, I wasn't in pure pain or anything. There were definitely things that I didn't like about it, and I talked about it a lot in my reviews. But overall, I have to say, the characters are fun. I love Fred. He has some of the best one-liners. I actually got a few laughs here and there. And I do think the show got better during the season. I think the first couple of episodes might have been just to get people hooked because it was so shocking and jarring. I think that was just to get people talking, to be honest, because the rest of the season did chill out a bit. So I just want to say to the writers, Mindy Kaling, producers, if anyone's watching this, I enjoyed watching the show. Thank you. And I cannot wait to react to season 2 of Velma because I actually want to know what else is gonna happen. I want to spend more time with these characters. I can't believe it. I am sad that we didn't get Scooby. Like, why didn't we get Scooby? And we also didn't really get to tie up Gigi's and Norval's relationship. I was hoping we got to see more from them, but we didn't. I also really hoped that Velma would have changed more because I still believe that Velma herself is the worst part of the show just because she is so awful. Like most of the time to everyone. So I would like to see at least some character development in the next season. But yeah, overall, I'd say I'd give this show like a 6.5 out of 10. And I only give it that low just because I do think the season started off pretty shocking and bad, but it got so much better over time. What do you guys think? Give me your ratings down in the comments. I want to read and see what you guys think about it. Also, again, give me more suggestions about what to react to next so we can continue the conversation. I will be reacting to Puss in Boots and the Little Mermaid trailer next week, so make sure you watch out for that. As always, please make sure you like this video. Again, just please like the video for me actually watching this whole thing, and make sure you subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys!